Hello, hello, my friends. Okay. Hi. Happy Thursday. I just wanted to chat real quick about a couple things and then we'll open it up for like Q&A. Okay. So I was talking with Jamila and she was like, I just have a couple questions. Like maybe you covered this somewhere and I just didn't see it, but I didn't cover it anywhere. So I want to just like cover it real quick, just in case you had the same exact questions. In the tracker where it says like plan out your day, what does that mean? What does that look like? Okay. And that's Bryn saying time block. You hear me talk about it all the time. Ready, set, go. Get her done, right? You don't have to have a clever fox ness like me to time block, but just whatever that looks like for you, whether it's like you use a rise up planner, whether you have I don't know what you use, but there's a very, very real difference when, so backtracking a little bit, there's a book. Yes, Laura, that's why I'm recording it. So perfect. When I read Everything is Figure Outable, she challenged us to like, okay, write down absolutely everything you accomplished for an entire week. And when I did that, it made me realize, holy crap, how much time I was wasting. Okay. And when I did 75 hard last time, it made me realize, holy crap, when something is important to me, I can find all sorts of time to be creative to get it done. And that's really when I started to time block, and where it started to click. I don't know if you guys have listened to many Grant Cardone books, but he talks about like having white space on your calendar is like literally where the adversary sneaks in and tells you to like be lazy and be idle and be stupid and make awesome choices, right? Like whether it's your nutrition, whether it's something that whatever throws you off, whatever. White space on your calendar is not good. Okay. So that is literally where like I have a plan from 4 a.m. until my head hits the pillow at 9. And does it always go according to my plan? No, it doesn't. And is there room for spontaneity and flexibility? Yes, there is. But it helps me to like really, truly not waste time. And it helps me to be the mom I want to be. It helps me to be the wife I want to be. It helps me to be the coach I want to be. It helps me recognize I have this huge chunk of time right there that's totally when I could fold the laundry. I may not feel like it. I may not want to, but I totally have time to. That's totally when I could call that person and pay that bill that I've been putting off forever. That's totally when I can call about this or schedule this appointment for my son or XYZ, whatever, fill in the blank. Okay. So that is what I mean when I say plan out your day. Time block. Make the most of your life. Okay. So if there's any questions about that, let me know. It is literally life-changing to time block, and like in this moment of time, this is what I'm going to do. And it like more than anything I've learned, time blocking has been the one thing that has really helped my productivity and to help me be the mom and coach and wife I want to be, because I just make sure that all the things that matter to me are actually physically, this is when I'm going to fit them in. And then for the mom brains out there that forget, I set alarms all day, all day long. Put your phone down and go hang out with Blake. And put your phone down. It's time to go outside and play with your kids. Or pick up your phone and go do some work. Or pick up your phone and go call that stupid thing that you've been putting off for 3 weeks. Okay. That's what I mean by time blocking. Okay. Or planning out your day. The other thing that I wanted to clarify is writing out your goals. And this, I have my goals on ThinkUp and I listen to them every day, but I also write them down. And this can be anything. If you have a Rise Up planner and there's like a spot where you've written down all your vision and stuff, reading them out loud, that totally counts too. But if you don't have, I want you to either read them out loud, not just listen to them on ThinkUp if you're like me, because if you're like me, it's very easy to like, I've listened to them for so long now that sometimes my brain gets distracted and I didn't really like feel them. You know what I mean? So like reading them out loud or writing them down. And again, Grant Cardone, he has a legal pad, 98 cents from Walmart or whatever. I highly doubt he shops at Walmart, probably Office Max or whatever, something like that. But yes, literally just like a blank piece of paper and write it down. I put it in my Clever Fox. There's like a tiny little section that's just lined, and that's where I fill it in. And I have a whole bunch of goals that are, on my list this year. And it's just whatever ones are hot and heavy on my heart right now. So right now I'm like, we're going to be debt free by the end of the year. We are going to go to Lake Powell on our dime in the summer, because we've gone to Lake Powell before, but it's something my in-laws paid for and I want to pay for it because it's going to be freaking epic and we haven't gone in so long. Okay. My kids, Holland is going to be in soccer. Alila is going to be in dance when the fall comes, right? And it's not Beachbody words. Like, you didn't just hear me say like, we are going to end the year 5-star elite and I'm going to mentor 10 girls to diamond, right? Like, it's not that. It is not that. It's the non-Beachbody words. This is what I want for my life, for my family. Okay. So yes. And Stephanie said, yes, I have so many alarms. And she writes hers on the blank side of her tracker. I love that. That is a really great idea. I personally have the blank side of my tracker that's like where I put my follow-up people, and my children put their follow-up people too. It's fine. We're fine. but I love that idea, because having your goals on that opposite side of like, yes, this is what I'm working towards. I love that idea, Steph. That is a rad idea. Okay. So yes, writing out your goals and reminding yourself in the non-Beachbody words. Can you have some Beachbody word goals on there? Of course you can. Of course you can. There are some days that I'm like, I'm putting Powerful Beyond Measure is going to be a 5-star elite team on there, because that's what's hot and heavy on my heart right now. There's no right or wrong, but I want you to know what you're pushing for in your marriage, in your finances, in your business, in your vacations, in your health, in your whatever, all those areas, right? In your faith, family, fitnesses, finance, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, cool. All those areas. Good. Okay. Those are the two things I really wanted to cover. And then two more things real quick, and then we'll open it up to questions. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat and I'll make sure to like cover them. Jesse, we have got to fix that. I gave these as a Christmas gift to all of my coaches, but I don't think you were quite around yet. So, but this tracker, I'm 99.9% positive the sheet is on our team page somewhere. I will tag you in it. I'll find it and tag you in it. And then you can just print it out. Let me write it down. Tracker, or else I will forget. Okay, that's fine. If you just are using your own based on Achievers Academy, but if you want this one, this is Micah's. And it's basically the exact same thing from Achievers Academy. It's just, it's cute. Which I like that it's cute. But if you've got something that you love, I'll still tag you in it so you can see it and you can make your own. Like, I emailed it to Staples. They printed it out, bound it. I actually got it done in Utah because Steph helped me find a way cheaper place. Yeah, Mackenzie said it was like $15 at Office Depot to have hers made. So sweet. Yes. So I'll tag you in it so that you can find it just in case, and you can check it over. But if you've already got something that, and you've hit Success Club twice in the last 3 months, and you're like helping people and showing up on stuff, so I'm really not that worried about you. So if you found a system that works for you, girlfriend, you get it. You keep going. Cool. Okay. If you haven't listened to the National Wake Up Call about the color wheel yet, I want to strongly encourage you to do that. Okay. That color wheel training came out a few years ago from Ashley Smith, who is a mom of 3 and 3.5 years, just like me. Her kids are like, each of them are like 6 months older than each of mine. Same genders and everything. And she's amazing. She knows what it's like to be super busy. She's also owns her own like clothing company, and she's been in the top 10 of Beachbody coaches like 3 or 4 times. She's in Micah's downline. And she's just amazing. Okay. So she just knows social media. She's the one who originally came out with it, but the National Wake Up Call re-highlighted it, and it's really, really so good. Yes, Steph said it was like one of my favorite trainings ever. Jamela, that is a great question. And honestly, I don't know. My first thought is just, one, I know you can't drink Shakeology because your body doesn't agree with Shakeology. And so I think it will be really hard. I don't know how to be a successful Beachbody coach without doing the workouts, a supplement, and our nutrition programs. So, but I mean, obviously it's your life and you get to pick whatever you want. But Bryn, as a successful Beachbody coach, I don't know how to be a successful Beachbody coach without doing Beachbody's workouts, drinking a Beachbody supplement, which I know you love, Energize and Recover, and doing a Beachbody nutrition program. So I'll let you be the pioneer to figure that one out. But yeah, that one is obviously a box you just won't check because you're not doing that. So just make sure to make up for the boxes in the other areas as far as Achievers Academy goes. Cool. Because none of them are like so important besides invites that if you left it unchecked every day, you fail, right? So you can still succeed at Achievers Academy, even if you're not following a Beachbody nutrition program. Yeah, you just got to make sure you're making up for that in other areas. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, just don't check the box because you're not following a Beachbody nutrition program. So, yeah. Okay, last thing I wanted to chat about, and then we'll open it up for your questions, is we've been chatting a lot in the diamond thread right now, especially where like summer is coming, and just really being good at playing with your family and enjoying the sun and enjoying the summer, and not letting this business turn into, no, I gotta check the boxes. No, I gotta do the things. Because I totally know what it feels like to have like the boxes and the to-dos and the whatever, just like sitting on your shoulders, stressing you out. So then when you actually do it finally, it's like, you did it just to check a box and it didn't even come off authentically because you just did it to like relieve the stress and pressure off of yourself, right? And that is not fun. That's not fulfilling. And it's not going to help you help people, because they'll get the message in their inbox or they'll see the connection on their picture or whatever, but it won't feel authentic because people can feel the energy behind it, right? So really, truly, that's not to say like your power hour must always feel blissful and beautiful and fun. Otherwise, you're just not meant to be a coach. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, there are some days that it's like, you know what, I'm just doing the reps. I'm doing the reps because I know this is important and I don't really feel like it today, but I'm going to do it anyways because I know it makes me a stronger, better person, right? But it shouldn't feel like that every day. Okay. And if it is starting to feel like that every day, then that's when it's time for some serious reflection and changing things up. Maybe you need to do your things earlier. Maybe right now you're trying to do a power hour and you need to stop. You just need to do power pockets of like, okay, I know I got 20 minutes here. I know I got 20 minutes here. I know I got 20 minutes here. Okay, that equals an hour. I'm going to do it. And then you got to exercise some discipline, obviously, when those 20-minute pockets come in to like actually do stuff instead of just like, oh, shoot, I was supposed to connect with people and I did nothing besides scroll. Oops. Right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brenda, exactly. She just finished 5-Second Rule. Such a life-changing book. So good. But whatever it is, maybe it's like, you know what, right now, I don't even have any rhyme or reason. I don't know when I'm going to get my power hour in. And that's when it's okay, I'm going to pick a time. And I know that's one of the reasons that I decided to do this as a team, the noon Pacific time power hours, because I just feel so much more joy when I know when I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to have other people there doing it with me, holding me accountable, because then all morning long, I'm not stressed. I can play with my kids because it's not time to work yet. And then, okay, it's noon. It's time to work. And my kids know mom's in the office working. It's fine. And then when 1 o'clock rolls around, I'm done. And now I can go play again. Right. And there is something really so freeing around like, I know exactly when I'm going to work. And I really think it's just like having any other job, right? If you got to go, you got to clock in, you have people there waiting for you, right? Like you don't stress yourself out and freak yourself out about things. You just go and you just do it, right? But sometimes that's the hard part of being an entrepreneur, especially like someone who stays at home, is just finding the time to sneak it in. And then another day goes and you didn't sneak it in. And then you're going to bed thinking, oh, great, another day will pass and I didn't get it in. And okay, I just must not be cut out for this, you know? And I lived my Beachbody coach life 4 years like that. Okay. So pick a time, hold yourself to it, recruit others to get on Zoom with you. If you can't do the power hours at night with Brenda and Jordan or the one at noon Pacific time with us, do it by yourself if that's your jam, Power Pockets if you're jam, but just pick your system so that you can know, I literally only need to work my business for an hour. And then, yeah, I do like my workout and my shake, and I do my post somewhere today. And yeah, I like Power Pockets, check into the thread, Power Pocket, check into the challenge group. Okay. Yeah. Like I worked like 1 to 2 hours today and I don't feel burned out. I feel joyful. And someone said, yes, like, oh, okay, that's kind of rad, right? And that is when the magic sauce happens, when you are consistent, you're consistently growing, you're consistently thriving, you're consistently pushing, you're consistently showing up. And it's a crock pot. It's not that microwave, right? It's not like high powered heat. Okay, let's go. Let's do this, right? It's just that low setting, just always. And it's just always going. And it's always bringing you joy because you have time for the other things in your life. And that's when people actually want to join you, because they can feel that energy of, this is just her lifestyle. And I can work that in. I can do that too. Jeanette said in the chat, yes, I had to reflect on my power hour, time, structure, etc., because I didn't want to resent it because it was interfering with my relationship with my kids. Yes. And honestly, I'm right there with you. I'm the exact same way. And I realized it was a guilt thing, not necessarily like a little bit of mom guilt. Yes. But a lot of mainly just procrastination guilt, that it was one of those, like, I know I need to do this and I still haven't. And so therefore I'm grumpy and I'm going to take it out on the closest thing to me, which is my children. Right. And it was just like, that's not very nice. Like, to me, that's not very nice to them. And that's not really serving people either as a coach. And so whether it's 5 a.m. so that you can, there's been pockets of my life where, like, if I'm going to get it in, it's going to be at 4:30 in the morning. Newborn phase, that's my jam. That's when I get my power hour in. It's like 4:30 in the morning when everyone's asleep. And then I just got to sneak in my workout and all my morning routine in a different part of my day. Right. And so just having that flexibility to play with it, but the structure to know this is when I'm going to do it. So the other 23 hours of your life, or 22 hours, you can actually enjoy sleep and enjoy time with your family and enjoy time with your spouse and enjoy time unplugged and enjoy time XYZ, all the other things, because you know exactly when you're going to do the things, AKA plan your day, AKA time blocking, right? Bringing it back to what I talked about at the beginning. Brenda said, I put the Let's Get Up playlist on at night so that my energy is so much better considering it's late at night. Yeah, I love that. Yes, listening to music when you do it, whenever that time is right for you. And I know it takes discipline, and I agree with you, Jesse, doing better when it's a team, because then you know, like, other people are going to be there holding you accountable. But there are those days like today. I wasn't able to get on the one at noon, but I still got to hold myself to it, right? I haven't done it yet, but I'm not going to let it eat it myself because right now it's not the time to do it. So I'm not going to let the guilt sink in. I'm not going to let it settle. And then 7:30, that's when the guilt can kick in because that's when I have time to do it. And that's when I'm going to do it and exercise that discipline, right? Okay, cool. All right. That's all I really wanted to share today. What questions do you guys have? Any other thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? I really, I know I kind of reference this, but I really want Crystal Light's delicious, just in case you didn't know that. That's just a little plug for Crystal Light. Anyways, but I really want you to play with your families this summer. Like, and it's one of my goals to make a family bucket list and like go camping once a month. And today we went on a library date and it was amazing and it was free. And just like the other day we turned on the sprinklers in my backyard and got in our swimsuits and it was just so fun, right? And we built a fort in our workout room and I'm not very good at being spontaneous, but I am trying a lot harder and it is so fun. And I'm like, I want this. I want this. I want to build memories with my children. I want to have fun together. And I don't want to be constantly checking into my message threads and checking my phone and checking the comments on my post and, oh, I got to invite now and whatever. Like, get in, get out, get her done when it's time, and then go play. Okay. Questions? Anything?
I had a question about the tracker on the Google Sheets.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you use that? Do I make a copy of it, save it to my Google Drive? Does everybody like, does it affect somebody else's view on? Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
if I edit it, is it gonna, yeah, okay.
Everyone will see your boxes, but you can totally edit it. So you can add your name and check. You should be able to edit it. So, and that's great. I want you to edit it. So yeah, and that's a really great question. I'm glad you said that. So yeah, if you'll go, I haven't even logged in either. So I'll give us until like 4 and then I'll do the call out. So looking at it now, I see, yeah, you're not on there yet, Janeth, but I see everybody else. Yeah, so just literally type your name in and then just go across. And this week it was just Monday to Wednesday. So the week starts on Thursday because that's when a Beachbody week starts. But you don't need to check any of the boxes Thursday to Saturday. So just start on Monday. And so I'll change the number because obviously the number will be different since it's only 3 days instead of 7. So I'll change that number. I'll do the call out, shout outness, but yeah, you can totally edit it. Cool. Okay. And just in case you guys didn't hear, I think I said it last week, but it would just be so many trackers if it was like, I'm checking the boxes here and I'm checking the boxes here and I'm checking the boxes here and right? Like, remember we just talked, I want you to play. I literally just do this. I do this, I check the boxes here and that's it. And then like I just said, then one day a week, I come in here and just like, okay, yep, I did it. And I go across just looking at this. And obviously like my goals and my plan, my day are in my Cleverfox. So I need to go grab that too and have it here with me as well to make sure like, did I plan my day? Did I write down my goals? And then from there. And then I also, in this tracker, I do 2 check marks since there's a spot for listening to personal development and reading personal development. So next to the personal development box, I do a / if I listened and a check if I read. And then same thing with the CTA poll question sticker. I do a / if I did one that was like interaction, like fun. And I do a check if I did like a Beachbody words one, right? But those are the only 2 that are like that it doesn't already fit on this and you need one more spot. So yes. And yes. So Steph, that is, you see this, I mean, this is actually good. What is this week? May 6th. So this is this last week. I rely on the archives a little too much sometimes because I know I can go back and see what I did, and I've been doing this for a long time. So I'm like 99.9% positive I did everything, even though I didn't check the boxes. So yes, you can go back through the stories archive and see, did I do that? 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 And if you don't know how to do that, yeah, Brenda said the same thing. I've had to do that quite a few times. Yes, that's literally what I do every single week. It's I rely on it probably too much. If you don't know how to do that, just in case, so when you're in Instagram and you just click on your name, this 3 lines up here, you click that, and then the very top part says archive. And then this is only something you can see, and then you can go scroll through and see your stories, and then you can just go back and, oh, what did I do that day? Because I didn't write it down, I forgot. And you can see, just in case you didn't know this, you can see like viewers and polls, like votes on polls for 48 hours. And then after that, it goes away. You can't see who voted on it anymore. So if you ever do like a poll and you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to like go check in and like message the people who responded to that, you can still see it for 48 hours. So cool. Okay, any other questions before I let you go? Facebook saves it too. Sweet. I haven't played with Facebook stories as much. I need to go check those out. But yeah, Kenzie said Facebook saves it too. So that's good. But yeah, I know obviously like Facebook, the polls and things are different from Facebook to Instagram. So if someone votes on it on Instagram, it's not going to show you that on Facebook. It's that different. Yeah. You can have different votesness. So yay. Okay. All right. I don't see any other questions. I'm going to stop the recording. Bye, recording friends.